Let's get it on.
We don't give a what. We don't give a what. Get it on the floor. 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 You don't want to party, then your ass gotta go. You don't want to party, then your ass gotta go. And you can ride to this motherfucker, bounce to this motherfucker, freak to this motherfucker. Let's get it on. Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor.
Once again, it's the dog nigga. Hit a spark a nigga. Break apart a nigga. But the dog is bigger. Under stress. So unless you want to confess to the chest. The stars to the split for rest. Best. If a purple put a hurt on a nigga. Dump 6 motherfucker beat the dirt on a nigga. My hands stay dirty. Cause I play dirty the mob way.
1, 2.
Fucking find out the hard way.
1,
A
2.
nigga job is never done. Handle my business how it comes. And it's never been a one-on-one. There hasn't been a problem. I dissolve them like salt. Lock it up like a ball whenever records call. And it's my fault. Keep niggas on point, duck it down. Niggas like you need to get bust, you fucking clown. I extort to support my peace. And hold down the fort. Never get caught if I creep. Nigga,
get it on the floor. 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 You don't want to party, then your ass gotta go. You don't want to party, then your ass gotta go. And you can ride to this motherfucker, bounce to this motherfucker, freak to this motherfucker.
let's get it on.
Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor.
I'm at the crossroads. Look what I'm not really sure which way to go. Should I play the local? What I did the upper data, yo, the way to flow. Got me striking this band. I can't stand the fake ass nigga. Wanna be the fan. Looking over my shoulder, cause it's colder than it was. It's short shorty. Because I'm a little older than cars and the buzz from the source. With the chain to your brain. Would turn that big nigga to a fucking stain. The pain from the dirt makes the
1,
hurt
2.
go away for a minute. I'm gonna die back, cause I'm like knee deep in it. And you motherfuckers wonder why I start shit. Cause when you look in my face, you see that hard shit. Cause I done been to hell and back. I ain't rich selling crack. I'd rather rob it even with a shell up in his back. Build, show proof. Hit the GWB and throw the whole group off the tofu. Bitch ass nigga.
Get it on the floor.
You know.
Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor.
You know.
You don't want to party, then your ass gotta go. You don't want to party, then your ass gotta go. And you can ride to this motherfucker.
Right.
Freak to this motherfucker.
Let's get it on.
Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor.
When I crawl, leave a nigga sprawled out after I smoke him. I'll slit his throat, stick in the mud, and let his blood choke him. Up north, niggas get the dick stuck up in them. And in the streets, bitches get the dick stuck up in them. My M.O. is manslaughter, kid. It's on the rails. I don't wet up more motherfuckers than water did. I slid, cause I got to slide when the dirt is done. I'm a side, but they want me on a murder one. But as long as I got my gun, I'm a hype. Stay out of sight while I slice. If they come out at night to make moves again, stomp and bruise again. I know I'm going to hell if I choose to sin. On my motherfucking life, I've been the devil's advocate. Mad niggas never even knew the devil had a kid. But he does, and when you hit a buzz and a chainsaw, don't know what I spilled your motherfucking brains for.
Get it on the floor. 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 You don't want to party, then your ass gotta go. You don't want to party, then your ass gotta go. And you can ride to this motherfucker, bounce to this motherfucker, freak to this motherfucker.
Let's get it on.
Get it on the floor. 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 Don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. Don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. You wanna start something, it's gonna be something. You wanna start something, it's gonna be something. Yo, don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. Don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. You wanna start something, it's gonna be something. You wanna start something, it's gonna be something. Yo, yo.
Y'all know what it is. It's your boy T right here. The Bridge Radio Show hits 92.3.
Yes, y'all, and y'all know who I am. I am Miss Tina E. Checking in one more again.
Why are you dancing?
Because I can.
That's a lot. That's a lot right there. That's a lot.
Right.
Man,
Listen to the beat, y'all. This is a feel good beat. You can't help but
man, I hope y'all had a good time, good week, good week, good week. We in the building. We're gonna make it do what it do. You know, hits 92.3, man. Man, shout out to everybody that came before us. The Lick Show, I Am City, Hood Unicorn, the Neighborhood Noise, all the people out there that's getting it in right along with Hits 92.3 in the Bridge Radio Show. Man, yo, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna party. We're gonna do a few things. We're gonna make it do what it do. And yeah, that's how we're gonna have it run off in here. You dig what I'm saying? So we're gonna play a couple of little joints for you right now. And then when we come back, yo, I guess we're gonna do what we do.
we're gonna do the caring and sharing. Sharing is caring. So we're gonna share some things with you.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing.
Wow. I didn't know we was doing all that. But y'all know how we get it in. Right here. Hits 92.3. See, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be playing, but I'm just, giving shout outs and everything like that until we get it together. But, it goes crazy in here. You dig?
Yeah. Shout outs to Michelle Griffin checking in on Facebook Live. Oh.
And man, I'm just behind.
We're gonna get it together, you guys.
I'm just behind right now. I don't know what to do. But yeah, let's do this. Right here. Hits 92.3.
Protest is growing. National outcry continues over the death of George Floyd.
Last night, people protesting in Minneapolis escalated as demonstrators were lashed by tear gas and rubber bullets.
The main message here
The main message
The
here
main message here is that they want to see those officers involved.
they want to see those officers arrested.
Officers arrested.
Trade my 4x4 for a GC3, ain't no more feelers feet. I gave him chance again. I even told him please. I find it crazy the police to shoot you and know that you dead, but still tell you to freeze. Look, I seen what I seen. I guess that mean hold him down if he say he can't breathe. It's too many mothers just grieving. They killing us for no reason. Been going on for too long to get even. Throw us in cages like dogs and hyenas. I went to court and they sent me to prison. My mama was quick when they said I can't leave. First I was drunk, then I sobered up quick when I heard all that time that they gave to Talib. He got a life sentence plus. We just some products of our environment. How the fuck they gon' blame us? You can't fight fire with fire, I know, but at least we can turn off the flames some. Every color person ain't dumb, and all whites not racist. I be judging by the mind and heart, I ain't really in the face. So the way that we living is not getting better, you gotta know how to survive. Crazy, I had to tell all of my lovers to carry a gun when they going outside. Stay in the mirror whenever you drive. Overprotected, go crazy for mine. You gotta pay attention to the sign. Seem like the blind following the blind. Thinking about everything that's going on. I boost security up in my home. I'm with my kind of they right or they wrong. I call him now, he'll pick up the phone and it's 5 in the morning. He waking up on it. Tell him wherever I'm at, then they coming. I see blue lights, I get scared to start running. That should be crazy, they supposed to protect us. Swords and handcuffs and arrest us. Why they go home at night, that's messed up. Knowing we needed help, they neglect us. One of them who gon' make them respect us. I can see in your eye that you fed up. Go around, got my shot, I won't let up. They know that we a problem together. They know that we can storm anywhere. That's bigger than black and white. It's a problem with the whole way of life. It can't change overnight. But we gotta start somewhere. Might as well go ahead, start here. We done had a hell of a year. I'ma make it count while I'm here. God is the only man I fear. Kid, I'm going on the front line. He gon' bust your work till you come back that gun line. You know when the storm go away, then the sunshine. Got put your head in the game when it's crunch time. I want all my sons to grow up to be monsters. I want all my daughters to show out in public. Seem like we losing our country, but we gotta stand up for something. So this what it comes to. Every video I see on my country, I got power now. I gotta say something. Corrupted police been the problem where I'm from, but I'll be lying if I said it was all of them. I ain't do this for the trend. I don't follow them. Lost the cases with the law, had a lot of them. People speaking for the people. I'm proud of them. Stick together, we can get it up out of them. I can't lie like I don't rap about killing and dope, but I'm telling my youngest to vote. I did what I did cause I didn't have no choice and no hope. I was forced to just jump in and go. This bullshit is all that we know, but it's time for a change. Got time to be serious, no time for no game. Ain't taking no more, let us go for them chains. God bless they soul, every one of them names. It's bigger than black and white. It's a problem with the whole way of life. It can't change overnight. But we gotta start somewhere. Might as well go ahead, start here. We done had a hell of a year. I'ma make it count while I'm here. God is the only man I fear. They training officers to killers and shooting protesters with these rubber bullets. They regular people, I know that they feel it. These scars too deep, they heal us. What happened to COVID? Nobody remember it. Ain't making sense. I'm just here to vent. It happened. Alright, cool. Yeah. busy little missy baby. I got one night for you, baby. It's so hot off the clothes, let 'em drop to the floor. Let 'em go, 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 go. Girl, your pussy to the floor, tell her go. Say go, I got money, I know what you wanna know.
I can make that pussy talk back. I can spoil you with these big. She got good head, and she eat her cornbread. The Ray bread. Ben Frank, my friend's dead. I don't wanna miss her. I love the money, I don't wanna kiss her. The pussy official. I fuck her one time in her face and I'm feeling one night thing. My diamonds fighting. There's not no bright link. That pussy blighting. I tell her to talk to me. Plug and walk with me. Oochie boochie busy. Fucking my by her feeling. Go. Touch to the floor and pick up. She calling my phone, my pick up. She too bad, I might miss her.
Wait, hold on, Vic.
Talk to me, baby. You's a busy little missy, baby. I got one night for you, baby. It's so hot off the clothes, let 'em drop to the floor. I want you to talk to me, baby. You's a busy little missy, baby. I got one night for you, baby. It's so hot off the clothes, let 'em drop to the floor. Let 'em go, 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 go. Girl, your pussy to the floor, tell her go. Say go, I got money, I know what you wanna know.
We got London on the track.
I should've known better. Can't even pretend like I don't want it again. On the brain all the time. Thinking about the things that we did. You did something. But shit like this don't happen too often. It's the way you put it down. Although when no one else around. Got me taking a step on the wild side. Cutting all ties with them other guys. Where you look in my eyes. Cover me nice and slow. You make me wanna come through. Quarter after two. Just to put it down on you. You make me wanna replay all of the things that you and me went through. You make me wanna come through. Quarter after two. Just to put it down on you. You make me wanna replay all of the things that you and me went through. Tell me what you made me wanna do. I drop all my niggas for you. Got my feelings running on the loop. This ain't what I'm really used to.
Before anything happens between us, be sure you 10 toes down before I pull out this car. The only thing that's coming beside me at the situation is you waiting and get some more. I told you I'ma take your place since I seen it in your face, and I knew that you would say this. So how you wanna play this? Yeah, you got somebody. I've been in this predicament. Don't trip, drink discreet. That's just what we dealing with. Come through, quarter after two,
Just to put it down on you. You made me wanna replay all of the things that you and me went through. You made me wanna come through. Quarter after two. Just to put it down on you. You made me wanna replay all of the things that you and me went through. Tell me what you made me wanna do. I drop all my niggas for you. Got my feelings running on the loop. This ain't what I'm really used to.
hey, what you used to, what you do. Oh, new relationship choose what you do. Think about it.
Yeah, look, sex, I need some wet. Neck, I need some bag. Yeah, I'm a little man, yeah. Kiss on your belly, yeah. She got it wet, yeah. she got it wet. Hey girl, how you doing? Look on double up. Girl, I'm a star. Just like the ceiling I got on my car. Just like the ceiling, girl, take off your top. Look, I'm with the hottest, so I flew to New York. I put that in New York. Huh. I put on Christian Dior. Huh. I pull up Bentley truck. Huh. I pull up Bentley truck. Huh. I put my trust in her. Huh. She know she just like a drug. She come through and wake me up. She my little freak in the sky. Getting hit while I'm gripping her thigh. She in my head, I don't need no why. She in the bed, we gon' need more time. She keep it wet, I don't need no dry. Me good, I don't need no lie. Good, glad I tried. Don't man know we don't need no to ride. Love me forever, I don't need no chain. Turn down when you see me on the train. Couple weeks later when you see me on the tight. Next time see you. Yeah, I am not regular, they not a Tesla. I'm with a better ate her like an edible. I'm in the B12 eating vegetables. I'm in the back of the deal with my leg up. She got that waterfall, she got that wet stuff, she got that wet. I'm trying to bless that. Girl, what you want me to yeah. Girl, what you want me to that? Yeah, I need some wet. Yeah, I need some bed. Yeah. I'm a little man, yeah. Kiss on your belly, yeah. She got it wet. Yeah, she got it wet. Yeah, she got it wet. Oh, she got it wet. Alright, on the balcony, all outside. In the mouth sweet, we out of town. I'ma till the sun go down. I want you want me and my law. I want loyalty, then I want love. Wanna argue with me about trust. Girl, what would you be without us? She got it wet, soaking wet. Girl, let go jet skin. Yeah, you the best, I mean it. Ain't gon' flex, I mean it. 4x4 to the doors off. She sucking on taking her clothes off. She sucking like she got no teeth in her mouth. Go ahead. Show out. I'm pulling no weed, hope I'm pull a track out. Pull up in the track out. Lil' boo, I blew her back out. Lil' boo, she got her hand now. Yeah, I caught her in magic. Think the first night I smashed. Caught her audible pass. I like my in ass. I love her, no call me daddy. Say, I need some wet. Yeah, I need some bed, yeah. I'm a little man, yeah. Kiss on your belly, yeah. She got it wet, yeah. She got it wet, yeah. She got it wet. Oh, she got it wet. Hey.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy T right here, the Rich Radio Show. Hits 92.3. We in the building. We making it do what it do. I am your boy T. And we jacked up on our live.
I ain't trying to say what had happened, but you know what? We got it together. We are here to have a good time today, you guys.
We left the cameras.
And just to be happy that we are here. So for those of y'all who may be looking up close and personal right
up
now
close.
To the
There we go. We backed up on them. We backed up on them.
Doing the streams from YouTube, hey, it's a good thing. I count everything as a blessing. Anyway, so we gonna get it together. All right, so this week has been pretty busy for the news.
The news is?
The news is, and I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I've been hearing everything third person about the shootings and everything that's been going on. I've definitely heard.
Always want to talk about somebody getting shot.
I'm just saying, people be getting shot out here in these streets. So
yo, people get shot every day, B.
But you know what? I've been trying to keep myself in a positive space.
People get shot every day, B.
And you guys might frown on me for this, but I've been a little bit unplugged. I haven't wanted to go in and really watch these videos. My homegirl called me the other day and she was like, "Sis, did you see the video? The young man getting shot. The officer says she meant to grab her taser, but she grabbed her gun and she shot him." She said, "I just sat there and I watched it, and I was just sitting here bawling in tears, and I was like, yo, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to put myself in that headspace. I don't need that type of energy because I know it will affect me, especially where we are in the midst of, George's case, and it's just so much going on right now. And it just seems like every time we get to a point where we feel like we can just exhale just a little bit and maybe take a mental break from some of the things that we face as Black people, here we are getting hit with something else again. So, me myself personally, I have not taken the time to investigate and look at these most recent shootings, as well as the military officer who had been out and got pulled over. That's another one that everyone's been in my ear about. I just don't want to see it.
You don't want to see.
I don't.
I wasn't listening. I was doing something. So, my bad. I'm not taking it lightly. I was just over here. I was involved in something else over here, and you was handling it. So I was letting you handle it. You know what I mean?
So what I was saying, I'm gonna give you a short version. It's been shootings this week.
Yep.
There was also the military gentleman who was in the military who got pulled over and got arrested by the police.
Right.
And I purposely have not looked into it. And a lot of people probably frown on that, especially me being a Black woman. I guess I'm supposed to keep on top of this stuff, but it just gets, for me, it just gets to a point where it's just so much, and it takes so much out of me personally, so much energy out of me personally, that I made a decision not to connect with that.
Right.
And I'm not gonna say I'm never going to go and look at it. I probably will by this time next week. But where I am mentally, I just could not handle it. I have so many other things going on, and that may sound real selfish, but that's where I am.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I don't really get too intertwined with that because I do believe that don't act like this stuff has never been happening
Hmm.
because it's been happening just with the avenue of social media and everything like that. People are seeing it now. So it's like, you remember how your mom used to tell you, if you go looking for trouble, you're gonna find it. So
Right.
now it's a point of every time we come on social media, we find it. So I'm not gonna say that it's happening more now or it's happening less. I'm just gonna say we're seeing it more now. Cause I mean,
We have
cops been harassing Black folks since it was
for as long as we
as
know,
there
as
were
long as we can
cops.
remember, right?
I mean, you know where police officer comes from.
Hmm.
Where does it come from?
The police officers was actually set here to govern.
No, I'm talking about the term police officer.
Go ahead.
It was shortened. So back in the days, you had sheriffs and things like that, and you had the overseer
Hmm.
on farm on plantations. You had the overseer that made sure slaves followed policy.
Oh.
So you had policy overseers, police officer, policy overseers. So they were brought about to, because white folks won't govern in white folks. They was governing, you know back in them days they was governing Black folks. Policy overseers. Overseers were the one that governed slaves, watched over what the slaves were doing just to make sure they were on the right track. Policy overseers. That's what they was doing.
Hmm.
So now we out here, and it is what it is out here. You got policy overseers out here. So now if y'all didn't know, now you know.
So basically, what he's saying, you guys, this is never the whole idea of what police officers stand for. They were it was never built in favor of Black people. It was built to do exactly what it's doing,
Yeah,
to govern Black people and control Black people and keep them under siege.
pretty much.
So it was built that way from the beginning of time, and it still stays the same today. And the sad thing about it is there've been so many different laws that have been put in place since this country was built, that there are still laws in certain places that are on the book that condone um,
What's going on?
what's going on. And y'all may not know it, but those loopholes, those little laws and things all over the country in small little Hickville towns, these laws are being enforced today. These loopholes, these things that we don't know anything about, they're being enforced. And the sad thing about it is, even our judges and our politicians, they know that these things exist and they utilize them as much as they possibly can, and it goes unnoticed. But if anyone was to ever go back and bring up anything, they could back themselves up and say they were following law.
Pretty much, pretty much, pretty much. That's how we doing it out here.
So like I was saying, for myself, I'm not saying that these things are not important. I'm not saying that there's that these that I don't have a responsibility as a black woman to stay on top of these things. But what I am saying is that in any given situation, you have to take care of yourself mentally. If you're not mentally capable to govern yourself and mentally healthy, you can't be a blessing to the situation. So for me, right now at this time, I have chosen to kind of pull myself away from it, gather my thoughts, get some things personally that I have going on together, and then when I'm in a healthier place, then I'll jump back on the scene and really kind of go for it. There are some people who are built to never turn off, you know, like City, just built to be just on the front lines and just constantly go. Um, and we need people like that, and people like myself. I'm meant to support them.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? So for those of you who would like to talk about that, I'm open for a discussion. I'm open to talk about these things, but myself, I'm just saying I haven't put a whole lot of stock into these most recent things that are going on. I know I'm a horrible black person.
I don't. I mean, I'm listening. Tina's running the show today. She's doing all the talking. I'm sitting
He
around.
googling on his phone, people. He is googling on his phone. Googly, googly, googly. So, a couple of shout outs I want to send out today. Roslyn from GNR Elite, she actually was going to join us today here at the station. She just wrapped up her meet and greet for her upcoming class. She is running a beginners class for people who are interested in becoming actors and want to get some good tools underneath their belt. So I am an instructor for week 8 of her class. I took a couple of sessions last week with her class, and that was a lot of fun
Mhm.
to be able to share some of the information that I've gathered over the years being in this game of acting and things. So this each one teach one, be a blessing to someone. So big shout outs to Rosalind Patterson and JNR Elite. If you guys are new or not even necessarily new to the acting scene, but just curious and think there's something that you may want, that may be something that you may want to get into, I think this is an excellent start for individuals. You could definitely hit me up on any of my social media pages at Ms. Tina Miztinae, and I'll be happy to get that information to you so that these classes are going to be starting up soon. I can get the information to you so that you can connect with JNR Elite. And I'm gonna be honest with you, everything is done in fun. We have an amazing, amazing time. Anything else you want to add to that? What you been doing this week?
Talking to me.
I'm talking to your boy T. Your boy T over here. What's been going on in your world this week?
I'm listening. I'm listening. Hey y'all, I'm listening to the feed from another avenue, and it has a delay. So she's over there talking, and it's looking secondhand. You dig what I'm saying?
What's that mean? Oh, you're looking at
Oh, I was just saying what you was doing on here. But we in the building. Yo, I've been doing. I'll tell you what I've been doing. I've been making this money, dog.
What have you been making money on,
I'm trying to
Mr.
tell y'all.
Mr.
I've been
T?
telling y'all about this crypto. I've been telling y'all about investing. And let me just tell you what happened.
What had happened
What
was
had happened was that I invested $150 in Dogecoin. As of let's see, as of yesterday,
uh-huh.
I made $1,000.
What?
Made
Dogecoin to show me.
I made $1,000.
So how much are they? How much
I bought it at
are the
5 cents.
shares? How
I
much
bought
are the
it at
shares
5
right
cents.
now?
I think they're about 35, something like that.
$35 a share?
No. If they were $35 a share, I'd have made more than $1,000.
All right, so Dogecoin.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
What's the tick on that?
I'm gonna find it and tell y'all what it is like right now. But yo, this Ethereum and all this good stuff out here too. I'm killing the game. I'm killing the game. I'm killing the game. I'm killing the game. And if y'all want to kill the game too, I suggest you get in the game. So right now, okay, it dropped a little bit, but I'll tell you right now, it's sitting at 30 cent. 30 cent a coin. I bought it at 5. So I mean, it went up, but now I'm back down to maybe like 800, almost $900. But if anybody knows about investing in stocks and all that, it's going to fluctuate and things like that. So I'm still to the good over $800 today, but it's going to go back up. Hey man,
Y'all know what I'm about to do.
Yo.
Before we leave today,
yo.
Tina about to take some coins and drop it somewhere.
So I've been doing that. The Ethereum is going crazy.
Tron is going ridiculous.
I mean, hey, look, I told somebody that I looked in my Tron wallet, and they said, "Well, how much you been making off your Tron?" I said, "I'm probably about 3,000 right now." They was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Let me look." I said, "Let me look."
Mm-hmm.
And when I looked, my Tron was at $6,000.
Oh, that's what I'm
I was
talking
like-
about. Tron is doing
I was
well.
like, let me do my thing. So I was like, yo, it's beating. It's doing its thing right now. Ethereum is up over 2,300. It's like 2,350 a coin right now. I bought that at $200 a coin. So, you know, your boy is living life out here. You know. Now, mind you, everybody like, oh, I got Bitcoin Cash. I bought that. It's up. It's up over $1,000. So, you know, people, when I tell you about these coins and how to make this money, you better get it while they're getting this good out here. This is what we supposed to do. Let your people know that you making this paper so they can make this paper. You know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. That's the type of thing that I got going on right now. I can tell you about it over and over again, but if you ain't gonna do nothing, hey, it is what it is. I've been making money head over fist. You know what I'm saying? Nothing feels better than to go to sleep and wake up and you done made $1,000 in your sleep.
And then
Now I'm doing small. I'm small. When you hear me saying 5,000, that's small because you got people that's going to bed doing this and waking up and they made 10,000, 20,000, 100,000. You know what I mean? So I'm just telling you, get in where you fit in and do what you do. So other than that, that is my little crypto thing. Something else. My house is under contract.
Yay!
My house is under contract, and property out here is dumb high.
So you're getting
Don't worry about what
should
I'm
be
getting.
getting a lot of.
Don't
I'm
count
just
my pocket.
saying.
Get your hand out my pocket.
I'm not trying to get prices, but
To treat it like a Muslim.
you should be getting more than asking.
Yeah, a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah, a little bit. Don't worry about what I'm doing though, but I'm saying just a little bit.
More than asking. That's good. That's a blessing.
Just a little bit.
So you already
Just a little bit.
located your new location.
I actually went and looked at a house today in Douglasville.
You know what? I've been hearing a lot of people speak about
I don't
moving
think I
out to
want. I don't think I
Douglasville.
want to go to Douglasville because I was driving out there and I was like, "Yo, this
It's a long,
far."
it's a long, it's a
I
long
was like,
way.
this far.
It is
Like
a long way.
driving 16 miles. So from where I stay at now to the middle of the city is like 15 miles to the middle of the city.
Okay.
Man, this was like another 18, 19 miles in the opposite direction. I was like, yo, this, I don't know about this. Now, the house was nice, but I was like, yo, I don't know about this because I can't drive 30 miles to the city, 30. And everybody, I know people listen to me like, 30 miles, that's nothing. But I'm saying, when you don't want to drive, it's something. Especially when you go
30
downtown.
miles ain't nothing. 30 miles is a lot when you in Atlanta traffic.
And after you've been to the club, had a few drinks, you done got something to eat, you done turn up and everything, and now you got to drive back home at the end of the night and drive 30, 35 miles
Mm-mm.
in the Atlanta traffic. Oh my gosh, it's gonna take you an hour and a half to get home.
And those of you who may be listening and is not familiar with the Atlanta traffic,
It's some bullpucky.
at 11 o'clock at night, it looks like it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon
Yassa.
in the traffic. So I remember once upon a time I used to drive Uber and Lyft, right?
If you know LA traffic, picture LA traffic light. I said LA traffic light.
I don't know
Anybody that
LA
lives in
traffic.
LA, they'll know.
Like I pick people up, even those people from New York, and it'd be
And they
like,
be like,
in the middle of the
"Damn."
night, and they're like, is this really the traffic at 11 o'clock at
I feel
night?
at home.
At 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, they was like, listen, I understand why the New York traffic is like it is. We don't have as many lanes, but they're like, we're on a highway where on one side of the road, in one direction, you literally have 7 lanes of traffic going one way, and you still in Atlanta are bumper to bumper doing 15 miles per hour down 75.
Yeah, that's in the city.
And
I ain't
that's,
gonna say 7 lanes.
we're
Is
not
it 7
talking about,
lanes?
there are, yeah, when you get up towards like on the other side of downtown and closer to downtown, the lanes, yeah, there are a lot of places where there's 7 lanes.
Ridiculous.
And when I say 7 lanes, people, for those of you who are not in Atlanta who may be listening, I'm not talking about 3 lanes going one direction and 3 lanes going the other. No, I'm talking about or 3 lanes going one direction and an HOV lane. No, I'm talking about all of the lanes heading in one direction and another 7 lanes on the other side of the highway going the opposite direction.
That's ridiculous, man.
And so the Atlanta traffic ain't no joke. So when he says you don't want to be in that traffic, there's a good reason for that.
Now the traffic out of the city, it was, it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But they drive different outside the city.
Mm-hmm.
They drive with no purpose. They driving like they ain't got nowhere to go. They out for Sunday drives. Like I drove up to look at the house, and they driving like grandma and grandpa going to get something to eat, and they looking at all the scenery, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Right.
Like, let's go. Because anybody that's from New York, if you on the BQE or something like that, every day you drive your car no less than 80 miles an hour every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day. So I'm trying to get it. And they doing like it's like Revenge of the Nerds. Like, Dad, how fast you going? I got the old cruise control set on 35, son. And the son was like, oh, you a speed demon. And I was like, yo, this is ridiculous, man. Like we got to do better. You know what I mean? So
But that, I mean, it's what you sign up for, though. I personally, being just not living here very long, I think Atlanta is a beautiful city.
Beautiful.
I love being around people who look like me, who are articulate and
I'm Puerto Rican.
successful. They still look like you.
Mm.
Successful
Puerto Rico.
and are able to manifest things into their lives. I love the atmosphere, and the cost of living here for it to be the city that it is pretty low in comparison to other places.
Puerto Rico.
That is changing very quickly, but so but you pay a cost for it. There's some things that are going to be kind of inconvenience. When I talk to other people from other places, they're like, they feel like everything is so far apart. You have to travel so far to get to everything. I don't necessarily agree with that. It's just some of people pick and choose some of the hot spots that they want to be at. Like me, I live in Stockbridge. Everything that you could possibly want to do where I am in Stockbridge, I don't even really have to crank up my car. I could literally walk to everything. If I want to go out, have drinks, if I want any type of food you could think of, if I
But
want to
the one
dance.
thing you can't do is turn up downtown on Peachtree in Stockbridge.
No, you can't, because
That's
mean,
what I'm saying.
no, you can't. That's what I'm saying. People have their preferred.
Ain't no blue flame.
They
in
have their
Stockbridge.
preferred places that they want to go.
Ain't no blue flame in Stockbridge.
So therefore, it's like everything they get them in their head. Everything is so far away. Everything
Ain't no
is so
Atlantic
stretched
Station
out.
in Stockbridge.
No, it's patches. You know what? It's a bunch of little patches of hot spots throughout the entire city. And then the other thing is people say, "Oh, I want to live in Atlanta." No, you're not. You don't want to live like my zip code is not Atlanta.
I hear you, pimp.
You know, my zip code is Stockbridge. You know, is Camp Creek considered Atlanta?
Yep.
It is. Okay. So Terry actually lives in Atlanta. Yay for
And
him.
you know this, man.
Yeah. So,
I live right by Kiku. That sounds so crazy. By Kiku Sushi.
sushi.
Old lady gang.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you funny. You funny.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I know you live down the street from Chick-fil-A, the corporate office.
Don't tell my business. Don't tell my business. Don't tell my business. Don't tell my business.
I'm not telling your business. You're not even finna live there for another week.
God,
you just said that on the air. You said you about to leave. You just
I ain't giving no time frame. I said I'm under contract.
Oh, most people get under contract and then they move.
And most people can't complete their financing when they under contract.
And the other thing is, you ain't told me nothing personal. I'm just, using common sense.
You just telling my business. Don't be telling my business. But I ain't selling my house. My house ain't under contract.
Whatever.
Right.
See, just extra, y'all. Y'all extra.
I ain't asked you to put out everything. Stop beating on stuff around here.
Extra.
Yo,
so
this what we gonna do.
No. I just want to tell you guys, we are looking for another host. Matter of fact, we're looking for 2 hosts up in here.
Man, the ones we had, they quit.
Yeah, so if you're interested in hanging out with your boy T and Miss Tina E, send your information to the Bridge Radio Music at gmail.com. That again is the Bridge Radio Music at gmail.com. Send your social media links, a resume, and a headshot. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and we'll see, boss man over here, he gets to call the shots. So we'll see if we can get you in here and see if you're a good fit for what we got going on.
10 fizzle.
Don't be discouraged.
I blast you. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to play a little joints right there. We're going to have a good time. And then we're going to be right back. It's your boy T. It's 92.3. Yeah.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Sheik Luch, LOXD Block. Chilling with your man, my homie, your boy T. You see that man? Respect that man. Word up. Shout out to my homie T over at Hits 92.3, the Bridge Radio Show. You heard? ATL, what up? Yo, make sure y'all check them out each and every Saturday. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Hit y'all with all that, them hot joints right there on Hits 92.3. Sheik Luch, LOXD Block. I said so. Let's go. Yeah.
This is a DJ Noise mixtape presentation. This is a DJ Noise mixtape presentation.
Working on a weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what? Someone hit your block up, I tell you if it was us. Man, a house in Rosewood, this shit too plush. Say my day's a number, but I keep waking up. Know you see my text, baby, please say something. Wine by the glass, man, a cheapskate, huh? Niggas gotta move on my release day, huh? Bitch, this is fame, not clout. I don't even know what that's about. Watch your mouth. Baby got an ego twice the size of the crib. I can never tell a shit, it is what it is. Said what I had to and did what I did. I never turn my back on FBG, God forbid. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist, doing front flips. Giving you my number, but don't hit me on no dumb shit. Working on a weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what? Someone hit your block up, I tell you if it was us. Man, a house in Rosewood, this shit too plush.
It's cool, man. Got red bottoms on. Life is good. You know what I mean?
100,000 for the cheapest ring on the nigga finger, little bitch. Ooh, I done flew one out to Spain to be in my domain, automata, bitch. Ooh, dropped $3 on the rain, cause been the truck, little bitch. Ooh, I was in the trap, serving cocaine, they ain't been the same since. Ooh, granted, she was standing right there while I catch a play on the brick. Ooh, I made them little niggas go haywire, Taliban in this bitch. Ooh, I done been down bad in them trenches, had to ride with that stick. Ooh, who gave you pills, who gave that dust, Pluto sent you on the dick. Ooh, too many convicts that rolled me to play in this shit. Ooh, round about nonsense, get old summer spraying this bitch. Ooh, they had the counter like lighting it up, nigga, anybody can get it. Ooh, I'm on a PJ lighting it up, backwood full of sticky. Ooh, I'm trying to choke that Draco in London, and it's extended. Ooh, they gotta stretch a nigga out, we gon' die for this shit. Ooh, yeah, I ride for my niggas, I lie to my bitch. Ooh, we some poor, high class niggas made it, we rich. Yeah, I was at the band though, got a penthouse for a closet. Ooh, it's like a shando, live on my neck, my wrist. Ooh, I got pink toes that talk different languages. Ooh, got promethazine in my blood, Percocet. 100,000 for the cheapest ring on the nigga finger, little bitch. Ooh, I done flew one out to Spain to be in my domain, automata, bitch. Ooh, dropped $3 on the rain, cause been the truck, little bitch. Ooh, I was in the trap, serving cocaine, they ain't been the same since. That's by the time I call it Savini. I go tremendo for new fettuccine. All fat though, claret the pinky. All fat though, we order the Fiji. I'm in the loop with the voo. I'm in the loop with the woo. Which one you working? I put your face on the news. I put the puss on the shirt. After I murked it, make go shoot up the hearse. Cost me a quarter bird. Niggas birthday, you a maniac. I'm fucking alien. How you spurting? Got that kitty cat. I'm having fun with that. Going Birkin.
Hey, take it out west, slang it out west. Go metallic night, I can shake it out west. I just put a drum on a no kid's head. I just put my cum in a pussy nose wet. I used to jump out the back of the bus, now I jump off of a jet. I used to tell a little baby to dust, then I got over the shit. I used to like her, but now that I love her, the way she was drinking my spit. Yo, bitch cheating, she on my club, but we cut her and shit. The shawty say she wanna suck on the tip. Body, baby, I want all for your lips. Ex-college girl, she can suck up a ship. I eat my leg and I take this bitch on a trip. Hey, shawty, hey, darling, hey, baby girl, semi-private. Close your eyes, it's just me and you and nobody. They suck it sideways. If we in public, cut a driveway. Vibes in this bitch, vibe for the chick, 5,000 bricks. Ooh, she bad as it get. Her mouth can get slick. She know she got the kid with a 500 pussy. Take it out west, slang it out west. Go metallic knife, I can shake it out west. I just put a drum on a no kid's head. I just put my cum in a pussy nose wet. is up and stuck. Thought you can cross the game, what was you thinking of? Red coupe, roller coaster sound just like it does. These days I balance all the hate out with the love. These days I pour all of my pain out in a cup. Believe me, that's just a side effect when you with us. Easy to dust right behind me, they on edge. Believe me, we pop out in the city to collect. Vibes in this bitch, they surprised that I live. Try can be killed, try that times, but I'm still hop in the whip, top right in the whip, box in the whip, got me. Take it out west, slang it out west. Go metallic night, I can shake it out west. I just put a drum on a long kid's hip. I just put my cum in a pussy ass wet. I used to jump out the back of the bus, now I jump off of a jet. I used to tell the little baby to dust, then I got over the shit. I used to like her, but now that I love her, the way she was drinking my spit. Yo, bitch cheating, she on my club, how we cut her and shit.
DJ Noise run this shit.
Everything we do, we own. Fuck a cap, I'm on the jet. I'm on the jet. I put it glow on the wrist. I got it glow on my bitch. I keep the drum on the tech.
E, as always, I'm checking in one more again, and in the building with us, as always, our leader here, your boy T. So, for all of you who have been listening, thank you so much for tuning in
That be me.
and for staying in with us.
So, time is 8 o'clock on the dot. If you had to be there at 8 o'clock, you are good. And
It's 7:59.
No, that one's behind this one.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Oh, it is 7:59. So we got to change that one. That was a little fast right there.
Oh, last week when you jumped in and I said, and you told me that
So
it
now
was
we know
like
that
it was
clock. That clock
okay.
was over here then.
No.
That clock was over here. They
He
switched.
just always.
So it's 7:59, but still 8 o'clock. If you got to be there at 8 o'clock and you're not there,
You still got 10 minutes.
you late.
You got 10 minutes.
If you got to be there at 8 o'clock,
Yeah, you got 10 minutes. Especially if your boss black, because they ain't made it there either.
you crazy. I don't know who you work for.
I'm just messing
show
with
up
you.
at my spot like that, you fired.
Whatever. So what they thinking is you made it there on time, so they don't have to be on time.
Whatever you want to say, however you want to throw it out there. Hey,
Anyway, get this out my face.
it is what it is. So we are here.
Yes, we are.
And we are doing what we do. And I guess Miss Tina, you wanted to talk about a little topic. And my question was, has the relationship? Let me bring this down.
Let's bring it. I need you to break it down, because he be talking good stuff
No,
sometimes.
I'm asking. So with all the relationships, we are in Atlanta. Y'all know how relationships go out here and everything. So have we resorted to? Are people marrying for love, or are they marrying for business? Is it fake love to get what they want, or meaning like this? So you got a lot of couples out there, but they're still doing their own thing, but they're capitalizing on being married. You know what I'm saying? You're married, you're in a home, but you still do your own thing. And it's kind of like, the reason I asked that, you remember a long time ago, how your daddy and your mom was married. Your daddy and your mom was married, but he had a whole nother family across town.
Not my daddy.
Your daddy too.
Somebody.
I know your daddy.
No.
I know your daddy. He's a dated chick around the corner from my
Whatever.
crib.
My daddy was a good man.
And you remember how your mama used to just overlook it, like, as long as you don't bring them streets home. Is it still going on, and has it come to that where people are doing that now?
I don't think, just to speak to the topic that scenario that you just brought up, I don't think that ever stopped. I think it just looks a little bit different.
It looks different now.
It just looks different. I think because of people are traveling a lot more. I don't think it used to be. The missus used to be up the street. Daddy didn't even have to go far. All y'all kids went to the same school.
Be at school hollering at a chick, she be your sister.
Right. And so, being that we live in the age of technology and things, the reach that you could connect with people is far more greater. So we have men who have families and women and all the way in other cities, other states. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it allows them to do that a little bit more. And I will even say, in this day and age, women are different than what they used to be. It used to be you always looked at the man and saying, yeah, he the one with a whole nother thing going on across town. But I'm gonna be honest. Even with some of the women that I know, they got some things going on too.
No, I'm saying, are we looking in women cases? Are they looking for?
Are they looking for love or looking for stability?
The come up.
I think.
So let me tell you. So let me give you a scenario. I know somebody.
You know someone
that they were trying to buy a house. And they couldn't buy the house on their own. So they were dating a woman. And I'm not going to say how the relationship was going, but they were not married. And I've seen the time when they weren't really dealing with each other. But then when this situation with the house came up, it's like they got married. And now it was like they had dual income now. And they were able to get the house. But they still be, doing their own thing. So are people out here, are we really marrying for love, or are we just marrying for business and to come up? Because we can get more things and do more things being married than not being married. Because don't get it twisted. You need at least two people out here in today's society to make it and be on top of your game and
for the most
American
part.
dream.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying you can't be single and still maintain, but I'm saying
for the majority. Speaking for the majority.
I'm not saying you can't be single and still maintain, but I'm saying married, the team is being prosperous.
Right.
The moves that you make as a team, those aren't the same moves you making as a single person out here. Right. On a regular. So I'm saying, are we doing it for love, or is it just a business move? Because I see a lot of people doing that. Hey, yeah, I'm married, but
But we got to understand it.
Yeah, that's what it is. We got to understand it.
Right. So I'll say, I think there are a lot more people who are doing that. And this is why I think that they are going that route where they are more so looking at doing this for business purposes. I think it's because people have lost faith in the institution of marriage. So because of that's been lost, they're not looking for love. They're not looking for love anymore. They're just going in and making smart decisions. And I'm going to be honest, I do know a few people who went that route, and it's worked out for them.
Hey.
It's worked out for them. They're able to gain some of the things that they want, even to go as far, okay, well, we're going to buy this house. We're going to live in this house. And then we're going to, later on down the road, we're going to buy another house. And that can be your house. And this can be my house. And now we have an agreement where we both get houses out of it. We don't have to live together, but on paper, like you said, we're married.
But what happens when you really want to be married?
Now that's when things start getting tricky. You have to tell the person, like, I'm already married. Oh, you have to hurry up and get a divorce before the person figure out that you're married. because so let me ask you this. If you was dating someone or you were interested in dating someone and they told you, "Hey, listen, I think you're awesome, but I just need to be honest with you. Here's my situation. I'm married, but me and the person that I'm married, we got married. It was a business agreement.
Break it.
Right. Okay. Okay. Breaking it. That's the easy part. But would you?
Okay, but what else you want to talk
But
about?
would you feel? Would you
Yes,
feel
I would.
uncomfortable
Yeah.
knowing that that person could even make that type of decision in the first place?
So let me say this. If you're married to someone and you don't have
Love.
anything, first of all, how are you nurturing the relationship if you just went into it on some business stuff to get a house or whatnot, but you still over there doing your thing and he's still over here doing his thing, and it's not an understanding that we are in this type of relationship together and we can do this. I mean, like the whole poly thing.
But you're saying, wait. You're saying there's not an understanding. But if I'm understanding you correctly, the question is both parties are going into it with the understanding. Are you saying only one party's going into it like that?
I'm saying I said you have to have the understanding. You trying to
Right.
drag me
I'm
back in like
asking.
you always do. But I'm saying if you married to somebody and you know what you're doing, of course you have an understanding. And but I'm saying you have an understanding. Hey, like you said, I'm buying a house, blah blah blah. And now you want to meet somebody that's and have a real relationship. And have a real relationship. So now what do?
I think with anybody that you connect with, period, you just give them that honesty and figure out if they can accept that honesty. Then you figure out how to exit out of the
So let me ask
situation.
you this. Scenario is you have one of those entanglements, them situations, them understandings,
Mhm.
and now y'all bought a house and y'all living in this house together. This is the first house.
Mhm.
You're living in this house together. What type of relationship do y'all have when y'all living in this house together?
You have your bedroom. I have my. It's a roommate situation.
A real roommate situation.
A real roommate
But you
situation.
married.
But we married.
So both of y'all, you can have people over
Yeah.
and y'all married
And we married. Yeah.
in the same house.
In the same house.
So he upstairs in the room with some other chick, but y'all married and y'all in the same house.
Right, because like his chick knows what time it is. She knows that we're on paper we're together, but we're not in a relationship.
Who believe in that?
Well, that's just a thing. Like it's this a risk that you take when you go into it. But my point is, and like you said, people are doing this, and they feel like
I know
they
some people
feel
that are
like
doing it,
the
but
benefit outweighs the risk. And then I think
Right.
I guess they're thinking
no,
you
no.
just pray that when you do meet that
No.
person that they'll be understanding.
No, most people that are in that relationship, they in that situation, they know, hey, we doing this week. It's a business move, but somewhere along the lines, they done smashed. They done had something going on, or they in the process of smashing. They got smashing going on, but they still trying to hold on to. We got an understanding, and we both know that when somebody, that I didn't mean it like we both know, but I'm saying as we both know that when you go into relationships, no matter what it is, as soon as you sleep with somebody, the dynamic changes.
Correct.
All right. So now you got a scenario where you say, hey, we can make these moves with us being married. But then the other thing is, why wouldn't you make those moves with somebody you really care about? You dig what I'm saying? But if you had to do that, the next thing is now you just say all of that work out like you wanted to. And now while you dating and he dating, but y'all married, now you run into somebody and you want to be in a real relationship. But y'all got a house together.
Haven't got to that second house yet.
Ain't got to that second house yet. Who walks away from what? We selling the house and splitting it half? And are you just saying, all right, I'm gonna let you have that house and walk away? Or is he saying you can have the house and he walks away? What happens then? Now y'all in a real divorce.
Well, yeah, you're in a real divorce, but that can still work out if you negotiate terms of it. You buy my part of the house.
What if I ain't got it to buy?
Will you pay me monthly payments?
See, it's a whole bunch to go along.
What if
with
I
that.
can't afford you moving out of the house and paying this whole mortgage by myself?
Right. Now what? Now you start getting into that stuff like your daddy used to say, it's cheaper to keep them. Like, I can't afford to get rid of her now. You know what I'm saying? My pops used to say that all the time. I can't afford to get rid of her.
That's the situation.
If I get rid of her, you know the kind of money I got to spend to get rid of her now? We got 4 cars, we got a house, furniture, kids,
right,
access to a bank account. We pay all of this, cable bill, insurance. She the beneficiary on my insurance. The kids get this, the kids get now. I got to
wait
leave.
a minute. We got to understand it. All of these kids and all of this stuff, we ain't doing all of that.
That's what Pops used to say. But I'm saying now you got to understand it. But I'm saying, say, y'all don't have no kids, but you got a house.
Mm-hmm.
But now you meet somebody and you want to be about it. Now the first thing is, how do you
separate that union?
Yeah, how do you sever those ties? How do you? Now let me say this: the reason most divorces take so long is because they have property and stuff like that they don't they can't see eye to eye on how to divide it.
Mm-hmm.
So now we dragging on and on, because if you have nothing with someone,
mm-hmm.
you should be out of your divorce in 30 days.
Mm-hmm. That's just a push paperwork.
If I run into a woman and she's still married, but they don't have nothing together, and she's saying she want to move on, and I say, well, all right, get your divorce. And she's saying, well, it ain't that easy. I don't know. Why it's not that easy?
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why it couldn't be that easy is because you're still in love with whoever you married to, and you don't want to turn it loose like that. And if you don't want to turn it loose like that, I need you to go over there and be over there and don't be dealing with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now we're looking at those situations where people are married just for business purposes. And that's what I'm saying. Are we marrying for business, or are we marrying for love now? Because I see more business ventures with marriage than I do with love. And it's an age thing too, because old folks ain't doing that no more.
So let me ask you this: what do you think would have happened or is going on in the mind of a person who decides to take that route rather than wait on love?
I mean, I think sometimes you want to come up so bad that you willing to, I don't want to say sell your soul, but you like, hey, I need to make some moves and make some moves quick to get where I need to be, and I'll learn to love him. I'll learn to love her.
I've heard that.
You know what I'm saying? But because I've seen many women. I've seen many women that be like, he ain't the cutest, but he got his stuff together.
And we'll learn to love each other.
And I grow to love him. Or he ain't the most fit cat in the world. He ain't nothing like that, but I guess I can try to work out and make him look good, blah, 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 blah. Or, I've seen dudes be like, yo, she ain't the finest chick in the world, but little mama paid, she paid. She a sugar mama. She got dough. So, I mean, I get with her, but you know how we do. You know how we still get our little chew on the side. And I'm saying, so I call those business transactions.
And the sad thing about that is those type of business transactions, they're one-sided because the other person doesn't understand that this is what's happening. Now, on the other hand,
I'm saying with both.
On the other hand, if you have two individuals, I think, and this is just me playing devil's advocate, if done properly, it could possibly work. Say, for
So I'm gonna give
instance,
you a scenario.
so, no, let me finish. For instance, say if there was a person who could afford a house but doesn't have the verifiable income to lock it in, like you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
So now they married. They say, "Listen, I want this. I want these are the things that I'm trying to accomplish. Me and you, we cool. We've been friends for a long time. So why don't we do this? We'll go ahead get this house. We can connect, get married, connect." And then I'll pay the mortgage because this is my house. But our plans are, if you decide you want a house, then we'll do the same thing on another mortgage, and that'll be your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you stay here, you'll pay rent just like you would if you was in a roommate. So then if they do split apart, then the person who's paying the mortgage, that's your house.
And the other person paying rent.
Yeah.
Hell no. I ain't going for that.
We're not talking about you. We talking about
food.
Okay, so we're talking about what
So let me ask you this.
what is it that you want? What is the ultimate goal in this connection?
So this is what I'm saying. Out of that scenario, what I heard out of that was you couldn't get it by yourself. So I put up everything credit. I made you look good to get a house. And you want to say, well, all right, I got a job. I can pay the mortgage. But everything that made you is riding off of what I brought to the table. And you want me to pay rent.
Well, I said you got to contribute something to the. Well, not necessarily rent. Well, maybe
what I'm saying too. How many times it's a lot of cats out here that's with women they really didn't mean to be with in relationships like that. And what I mean is, how long you got a 30-year mortgage?
That's a long time.
You got a 30-year mortgage, and you say, all right, we got this house, and we in this. Yo,
we're in the dark.
We got this house, and made me lose my train of thought. They tried to run us out of here, but we have this house, and we in it. And we've been in it, and it's been you in your room, I'm in my room. We've been sharing, we've been splitting, doing everything you want to. How long does that last when now I'm seeing the real you versus people in the street that get to see the eyelashes, hair done, blah, 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 blah. And now we in the same house and I'm seeing the real you. Because I'm just
I mean, does it matter what the real me looks like? We're not doing this for love. We're doing this for business.
But I'm saying you ain't doing it. You ain't just, if you're doing it for business, you could walk up to anybody out there on the street and be like, yo, let's get married.
But you're not going to do that with anybody. You're going to do that with someone who you trust is going to honor the terms of your agreement.
And somebody you know and cool with.
Right, exactly.
All right, so somebody you know and cool with, now y'all in the same house and y'all chilling. Hey, man, I'm hungry. I'm going to go out and get, no, don't worry about it. I'm going to cook.
Okay.
So now you start exhibiting wife traits.
That's not true, though. Like, I mean,
I'm just saying for me, I don't consider
that. I don't consider that a wife trait. I consider that
a wife trait.
No,
cooking and taking care of home.
This is what I mean by that is if I live in the house with someone, I've had a roommate before. And if I cook, I'm not just gonna cook for myself. I'm cooking for both of us. Yo,
we getting drowned in the topic. What we saying was,
but that's what I'm saying is just because you start doing things, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're trying to do that as a wifey situation. But let's be 100 on this whole thing. You're not gonna put a man and a woman in a house together for an extended amount of time and think ain't nothing never gonna happen. I don't care what she look like or he look like.
That's what I'm
saying. At some point, you gonna get comfortable. They gonna start looking good. You gonna get an itch.
That's what I'm
saying. Something gonna happen, and it ain't gonna happen in one day. It's gonna be a gradual thing.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You didn't got comfortable. Y'all did a little bit of flirting, and y'all moved on. Oh, he's so crazy. Or what's she doing? She's silly. She know this ain't what time it is.
Y'all know how y'all do. Rub my feet. I'm so tired.
What's up, Sheldon Farmer? Checking in on Instagram.
Now he rubbing feet. He rubbing his friend feet. All right, man, I had a hard day. Blah blah. man, rub my shoulder.
Oh,
Man,
I
he
got
rubbing
you.
her, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? So now we got this deal going on, but now, you know, we chilling. You ain't going out tonight? Nah, I'm chilling. Well, I was about to watch this movie. You want to check it out with me? So now we Netflixing and chill. You know
Yeah,
what I
right.
mean?
Y'all done fell asleep on the couch together. Or you coming home and like, what you people know? Oh, what's up? How you doing? I ain't nothing. What you know? What you watching? Oh, I'm just watching. Oh, what? Red word? Here, let me sit down right here and I'll watch the movie with. Next thing you know, you done fell asleep in the bed with her.
All of that. Now your little business deal is blew up, and now y'all in the same house, and now, you know,
and you
then
trying
it's gonna I'm gonna tell you, then it's gonna be that one time when dude try to do what you say is cool. He gonna try to do it, and you're gonna get salty than a mug. He gonna bring somebody home, and then you're gonna be like, who that? Oh, that's just Kim, you know. So what's she doing here? Yo, she chilling.
Yo, let me tell you something.
But what about the other night? What about it? See, that's why niggas. Excuse my friend.
Yeah. That's exactly how it's gonna happen.
You know, so now I'm saying you turned a business transaction into some real life now. Now, how you moving on? Are you just stuck? You stuck with somebody that you really didn't have that for? It was a business deal. So what happened?
Right.
What happened?
Somebody didn't keep the terms of the business.
No, both people didn't keep the
Somebody
terms.
didn't. I'm gonna tell. I'm probably put my business out here, but I'm gonna tell you my real life experience. And me and my ex, we broke up. We was living together, right? Well, we broke up, but in that breakup, because we had a place we lived together, we decided we were going to stay in the same place together in separate rooms as roommates. That was our agreement.
Yeah.
We decided
nothing changed.
No. Let me back up. We decided how we was gonna split the bills. Everything was good. You know, everything was good for probably about 2-3 months or so. Everything was copacetic because we had got to the point where we weren't doing it, and we were just
and
friends
not dealing with you and not having no responsibility
let me tell
with
you.
you. He became a new dude.
Let me tell you
he
what
was
happened.
digging a new dude.
No, first what happened was we
was-
started getting comfortable with our new agreement, and we both started dating other people. We started bringing people over. I never forget. One day I had a guy over to the house, and then my roommate, he comes home. He pulls into the drive. We stay in an apartment complex. Our neighbors don't know our agreement.
They like, yo, it's about to go down.
My
She got
neighbor
another dude in there.
downstairs, she was down for me. She come running. She knocking on the door. She knocking on the door. She said, Tina, he done pulled up, girl. I'm like, okay. You know, I'm like, okay, like, and she is so like baffled, and she think like people done gathered outside because they think it's finna go down. He comes in, of course, ain't no problem, you know, but at this point, he had started bringing people over to the house too. So me, being that he was home, me and my friend moved from the common area to my bedroom because you know he's home. We don't want to, we don't want to disrupt him being home.
Being comfortable, you mean?
Right.
Now,
so
he might flip this table over.
Well, no, because I don't. Is this the common area? He might
Okay,
want to sit and live anyway. So we go into the bedroom. Next thing you know, it start getting hot, and I mean it's like hot. We sweating.
Sound like some bullshit.
We like, God, why is suddenly getting hot? He done got in his feelings and turned the heat on in the house, full blast, cause he mad. Now he was cool when we was just in the common area. When we moved the thing to the bedroom and closed the door, he could not handle it.
He was hot too?
No, he left.
Oh.
I didn't know he was gone.
So he just turned it on hell and walked out.
And walked out the house. I'm like, why is it getting so hot in here? So then, first of all, the dude, he was like, when my roommate walked in, he was like, okay, what's going on? I'm like, I told you, you know, this is my roommate. Like he that's him? Because I remember you used to date him. Oh yeah, but that's my roommate now. Man, what you got me in?
Yeah, that's some sucker. That's some sucker shiggity right there. Yo, people, we don't ever do that because you can get killed doing that.
But he like, man, you got me. I'm like, nah, it's cool. Trust me, it's
But see,
cool.
that ain't really like this. That was just two of y'all doing something.
But
y'all
my
ain't had nothing.
point was that even though we had an agreement,
one of y'all got salty.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So how do you do that? How do you do that? And I'm saying I had a situation where I was dating somebody that was married and said they wanted to be out, and they really didn't want to be out. They really didn't want to be out until it really got bad. So I don't know. I think it should just not be a business transaction. Just go ahead and marry for love. And if y'all about it, you help him be something. He'll help you be something. But don't go into it like, oh, this dude got money, I need to go and marry him. Because how many, and I'm gonna give you a perfect example, how many basketball players, stuff like that, NBA, NFL players like that, are married to women that's fine, but the fine women really didn't want them. They were more attracted to their money.
And that clout, do anything for clout.
Yeah, and that lifestyle when you really didn't even dig the dude, and he with other chicks and you with other dudes.
That's a business transaction. He married her so he can have a bad chick on his arm, and she married him for the finances. And back to the question I was asking before, I personally think when people go that route, not necessarily people like athletes and things like that, but when people go that route, I think they've given up on love. They've said to themselves, you know what, I'm not going to be able to get what I want or find what I want in this whole love marriage scheme. So I'm just going to settle and go for this type of situation here. And I don't need love.
Sometimes I think they put it out there and say the struggle is worth the end results, depending on what it is. But like, I'm gonna say this. I used to date a NBA player's
ex.
No. Don't put no one. Let me do this. I used to date an NBA player's wife before they were married. And she wanted to start dating that dude because after the fact, I looked at it like she was trying to come up. That was her come up. And now the end result is she got what she wanted. But I'm saying it was some mishaps along the way. Like you ended up with 3 kids, from that situation. But you're not married to that dude no more. But you get money from that situation now. And to her, was it worth it?
Probably so.
Probably so. That's what I'm saying.
Because she could have easily ended up with somebody else, had 3 kids from him, and
been broke. No.
Well, if it was you.
No, you ain't gonna say like I was the I was the negative.
No, I'm just saying you're like, no, but I'm just saying.
I'm saying
she could have ended up with 3 kids.
I'm balling.
She could have ended up with 3 kids and been out here having to work, living the average lifestyle that most people live when they split apart like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But now she's probably in a better situation. She has her 3 kids. She probably, she may not regret, ever connecting with him. But she's living comfortably.
Oh yeah.
And if she was smart, she put some things in place for herself, business wise, so that afterward. So that's a come up.
That's a come up. You'd have done that.
I wouldn't. I don't know.
I haven't. A ball player and went through all them years of drama, a couple years.
Nah.
The women, the extracurricular women he had and everything. And then when you got divorced, like, yo, I'm leaving with $400,000, $500,000, and some child support of $10,000 a month.
And my business is thriving, up and running. That's paid.
If she did that.
Well, assuming that she put some things in place.
Then she had to really go to school.
And that's another thing. Like women, folks.
They don't know me, so I can tell y'all this story, but the names have been changed to protect the innocent.
But my whole
Except
thing.
my your
But
boy T.
going back to what you were saying, I agree with you. If you're gonna marry, you should marry for love. Otherwise, if you want to be with, just date them. And if there is something in life
I'm
that,
married for business.
if there's something in life that you want, then put in the work and get it. Don't rely
would
on
you
someone
marry for a
else.
situation?
Would I marry for a situation?
Yeah, for a business come up.
No.
You strictly love marriage.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
The reason why, this is why I say this.
Is Rosalind on there?
She was. I'm not sure if she's still on here or not. Roz, say what's up if you
She
still
a businessman.
still on there. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
What's the thing?
The person that I am connected with, if we are that close and we are that good of friends that I could even consider doing something like that for, then if you're going to be willing to help me, you're going to help me whether or not we're married or we're not married, because you can.
Nah.
At least that's how I look at it. I'm like me personally, if I'm a good friend to you and I have something that can help you come up, I don't mind sharing that with you because I'm your friend, as long as it's not going to put me at a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying?
No, well, I say this. I ain't out here marrying for. So I'm gonna say this. I don't think I would never marry for a business come up
because
I don't have to.
Right. That's my point. That's exactly my
It's
point.
more a women thing.
Right. That's exactly
now, I'm not
my
saying
point.
all women, because there's some women out here that's making way more money than I make and getting it way better than I'm
But at
getting.
the same time, if that woman came to you,
That was-
you don't have to settle, because with or without her, you can get whatever it is
How much
that
money
you
she talking
want.
about? How much money she got to come to me with?
Let's say she got a couple of million sitting in the bank.
Oh no, that ain't enough.
Okay. Let's say she got 10, 30 million sitting in the bank.
30 million. I might get married with
this man
for 30
right here.
million. I might do 30.
But what I'm saying is,
the two ain't gonna get
look,
it.
but check your
I ain't got 2
attitude.
million.
Check
I might
your
be worse.
attitude towards that situation. The average
I don't
person.
check my attitude.
No, what I'm saying is check your attitude towards that situation. Because you had to think about it. There are people out there who wouldn't stop and think about it at all. It's now show me where I need to sign
For 2 million.
for 2 million.
Oh no, I ain't doing
But
2 million.
but because
I'm not gonna get tied all
but
up into
because
that bull for 2 million.
because you situated yourself in a place where if there's something that you want, you don't have to go
Don't be
looking for
watching me
somebody
neither.
else.
Don't be watching me.
That's my point.
When you ask me a question, will I do it for 2 million? And I say,
I ain't
don't
watching
watch
you.
me and say like I'm counting his pockets like that. Like
I'm not trying to count his. No,
I know.
it supports the point that I'm trying to make. 2 million. No, you
Will
won't.
I take
You
a
know
$30
why?
million sugar mama? Ugh. I might.
But like I was saying, marry for love. And if there's something that you want out of life, go out there and put in the work to get it yourself. Become the person that you want to marry.
Hey, I don't know. Would you marry for 30 million? Yeah.
No.
They throwing that whole love thing
No,
out
I'm
the
gonna
window,
tell you
ain't
why. I'm gonna tell you why I don't have to marry for 30
it? You
million.
got 30?
No, I don't have 30 million.
So he come to you and he say, see, we done changed the topic because it was marrying for love.
This is still a come up.
Oh, this to come up.
The 30 million is
All
a
right,
come up.
So he come to you and say, hey, I know, I mean, you may like me, I like you, and I know you're not in love with me, but you can get to love me, but I got $30 million, and you know that, and I just want to be able to take care of you and blah 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 blah, all that good stuff like that. But I want you to be my wife. We can grow into loving each other. And once you become my wife, you got access to whatever you need. You want a business? It's yours. Cars, houses, it's yours. I just need you with me. What happens then? Does Tina get married?
No.
You don't?
No. I'm
Your
a,
mama gonna cuss you out.
no, this is why.
Baby,
No, my
hey,
mama's not gonna cuss
you
me
lost
out.
your damn mind.
My mom is not gonna cuss me
You
out.
can get over there and hug and kiss on that man.
But this is Tina talking. This is
Well,
not
Tina,
anybody else.
listen.
This is not for
I
any.
got a mortgage, baby. I need you to get over there and get it.
Listen,
You
the
know how mama
reason
told you,
why
I turned that thing to make that paper.
the reason why I said no is because Squeaky raised me to be independent, and
That was Bud. Girl, I'm talking about, yeah, I raised you to be independent when you're dealing with a man that makes $35,000 a year, but a man that's putting $30 million on your plate, I need you to twerk something.
And because she made a very wise choice when she chose the man to have a child with.
Girl, I don't know what the hell I was thinking about. Get out there and get it.
So because my father is who he is,
the hell with Henry.
I don't have to marry. I don't have to marry someone.
Damn what your daddy said.
For money.
Ask him, do you want an old woman? I'll divorce Henry, man.
I'm so done with this man right
Damn
here.
Henry.
So no, but for Tina, but would I frown on the next chick who said that and said, "Yo, this my chance. I'm going for it." Heck no, sister, go and do you.
You'll do it, but you won't let nobody
Go and
know
do
it.
you. Look, I was
You
talking
the type
Norway.
you'll be out in public, you're married to dude, but you'll be like, I love him.
Listen,
we gonna build together. I love him.
I was talking to this young lady.
I'm still gonna put in on this marriage financially and emotionally, and everybody gonna be looking at you, girl. What you gonna do with that little 19,000?
Listen,
you gonna
I was
put it with that
talking
30
to
million. So now y'all got 30 million, 19,000. That's what you gonna do.
I was talking to this young lady. She's 27 years old. She only dates. I ain't even gonna say older men. I'm gonna say old men.
Old ass dying men.
Old men.
Cause she looking for a come up. Nasty heifer.
You wanna say she looking what? Listen. This young woman at her age, 27 years old.
We know what she doing.
She owns. I'm not talking about somebody making payments on her car for her. I'm talking about they wrote a check. Here you go, baby. Here go your Mercedes. Everything that she has is paid for. It's hers by these older men that she's dated. Sugar daddy. That's what she do.
Yeah. So I'm saying she's a hoe. She's a hoe. You know what? What's her name?
Remember Trick Daddy song?
What's her name?
No, I'm not going to put her out there. She's a hoe, but she can't help it. Because getting raised by a hoe is kind of heck of a material bitch. Gold digger for the
radio show doing
No, I didn't say B.
Yeah, you did.
Anyway,
but I'm saying
I'm a
she
Trick
hoe.
Daddy fan.
What's her name?
I'm not. No.
Because I'll call her out.
I know you, but
I'm trying to get her some more.
But
some
here's
more
the
money.
point. Here's the point right here. Like, there's a lot of us, myself included. I've dated
for money,
for nothing.
That's your fault.
But the average.
You dating for love, girl. You didn't date for nothing.
But
you
my thing is, you go through all of these relationships with all these men, and you in the relationship, you ain't left with nothing but some hurt feelings. At least she left with, a Chanel bag, a new car.
So tell me this: in the end, is she really gonna be able? Is she really gonna be able to love or know what love is? Because everything that's associated with the love she gives is attached to monetary things.
There's some emotional trauma that exists in her life to even allow her to take that route.
It's easy to play a role when you know what that role is. And her role is nothing but being there. Because let's not get it twisted. When you dating a man that got money, and I'm talking about millions, like you said, since you say 30, let's say 30 million. When you dating a man that make 30 million, that's not a man that make 100,000 a year.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you're not cooking every day.
You ain't cooking at all.
No, you might. When we just want to have some us time, you might, and we want to do something together, be romantic. We could, but I'm saying you making reservations. You see what I'm saying? You're not doing your hair because you got other things to do. So all you got to do is do your hair. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to put on no jogging pants because you about to clean the bathroom because you got somebody doing that. You putting on your dress best. You know what I mean? So really, the only job you have when you got a dude that got $30 million and you his woman is to keep him empty.
Exactly.
That's all. That's your job. And I'm speaking. I'm being nice. Your only job is to smash out.
Exactly.
So when you got them old men or whoever that got that money that's doing her like that, smash out. Here, babe, I want you to drive this nice car right here. Blah 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 blah. But I'm like, Quavo, you want to walk away? Park that Rolls Royce back in the driveway. So I'm saying
I still go back to the fact that some emotional trauma has happened in her life to make her do that. Because I'm telling you, and again, from personal experience, when you have someone like that in your life who can take care of you to that extent, who can fly you across the world at a blink of an eye, take care of all of your bills, set you up with a bank account, drop money in it anytime you say you want something, who is constantly sending you gifts, and you don't even got to live in the same state as them. They taking care of you. When you have that type, it's a lonely life out there. Because let me tell you, chances are he don't want you talking to nobody else.
But when you like that and you got somebody doing it, they don't want to know. They know you doing it. But I'm paying you to be at my beck and call. If you out of town, see, we talking about something different. I'm talking about being married. But that situation is if I'm 30 million and I'm making money like that, got it going on, and I put a chick up out of town, say in LA, and she bad or whatever, she staying out there, she's staying in an apartment or a condo that I own, and she got a car that I own. I'm talking about stuff I own, and she utilizing it because she dealing with me. When I pick up the phone and say,
absolutely,
I'm here, I don't care if she got two dudes over there chilling and they having a party, she better be like, y'all got to get out.
I don't know who that guy is, but okay, let's just keep it at that.
I'm paying for it, and she stay here in Atlanta off high meal, and the apartment is $700 a month, and I pay that.
$700.
I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm just saying. I ain't saying that's what I'm doing. I'm saying, and I pay. I'm just letting you know if I'm paying that, and she driving around in the car. If I call and say I'm on, she better kick somebody out. It ain't got nothing to do.
Look.
It's the principle.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know what man is okay with taking care of you hand over fist, and somebody else can smash too.
Hey man.
No, he don't.
I'm just saying.
He's buying.
What we talking about?
He's buying ownership.
What we talking about is has relationships resorted to being business transactions out here in the world now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got some people that are still marrying for love and all that, but you got a lot of people that are marrying as business transactions because they're using that as a come up. Or he got money, so I'm gonna deal with it and I'll learn to love him. Or she got money and I'm gonna deal with her and I'm gonna learn to love it. Because the same way you got sugar daddies, you got sugar mamas, you got rich women that like the company of young guys or distinguished guys, and that's all they want you to do. Perfect example, Martin Lawrence old movie, It's a Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Mm-hmm.
She said, Martin said, I enjoy being a club promoter and promoting this club. She said, all you got to do all day is just hang with me. And he said, well, I love doing the club thing. She was like, I'll buy you a club. I'll buy a club and we'll set it up and you can be the owner of the club and you ain't never got to be there. We can spend all our time going to Paris, Milan, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, nah. You know, but I'm saying it's guys out there that's looking for the sugar mama type thing. There's a show out now called The Matchmaker.
Mm-hmm.
And she was specializing in like women that don't have a lot of time to date and find men. She finds a man, but the young lady, all of these young ladies are like well-to-do ladies, like they have millions. Now they want the finest women in the world, but they had money and they couldn't Now they couldn't find nobody to date, but in the end of it, a lot of these women were really shallow. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
They got money and then they had attitude because they had money. And it's like, you got to pay somebody to be with you because ain't nobody putting up with this for free. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yo, a big shout out to Sheldon Farmer checking in online from Instagram. He says marriage is a business, and I wish I would have opened up the phone lines for him to call because he's very articulate on these type of subjects.
See, I don't want to get that hey, marriage is a business. I'm saying I know that is a form of business, but I'm saying,
is it more business than love?
No, I'm saying if two people they go into it and they love each other, and now when they're married, they treat their marriage with the accumulation of possessions and things like that as a business. We make moves like a business because we are a business, together. But on the back end, when we have nothing, we love each other. That's what I'm talking about. So I understand marriage is a business, and they say if your marriage moves like it's a business to the outside world, y'all will prosper, y'all will have, live a good life. But I'm saying inside the house, are we in love? Are we married? Are we truly devoted to each other into making each other happy or adding to each other's happiness? Because we can't make each other happy. Adding to each other's happiness, So is that, or are we just really a business relationship? Because if it's all about having a business relationship, I can be in business with a whole bunch of people. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
10-4. Hey, time is now 8:49. Y'all know how we do it. What's coming up next? Kicking it in the weekend, Ms. Nola Day and her crew. Shout out to Kels, Lake Show, I Am City, all that good stuff. Man, yo, it's been fun. This is what we talk about. Hey, relationships, money, business, making money, all of that. But, we're going to get out of here. We're going to let the next folks come in, man. Y'all make sure y'all support everything Hits. Hits 92.3, Real Definition Internet Radio. I am your boy T.
And I am Miss Tina E. Y'all check me out on all social media platforms by going to MIZTINAE. Also hit thepipproject.org where you can check me out on my nonprofit. Go to the contact us and I'll be happy to reach back out to you. We about to wrap it.
We out. 8:50. If you got to be there at 9, you better be walking in the door right now. Real your boy T. Hits 92.3.
Good night, y'all.
Yeah.
What is that? Take it, put me in the zone.
Make me happy. This you can bear. You sleep right beside me, yeah, and I won't forget. And I really